and you're the face of your business, and people want to buy from people until you become this really big, enormous brand that we all possibly, I mean, maybe we don't all want to be that, but for some of us we do. But at the moment, people buy from people, and so they're going to want to relate to you, they're going to want to learn more about you, your story, and at the end of the day, you're the one that they're investing into. So it's so important to make sure that you are at the forefront of your brand and your website for people to connect with you.
Hello and welcome. Mentoring with Geraldine is a bite-sized practitioner podcast for naturopaths, nutritionists, herbalists and practitioners. This podcast responds directly to your needs, the needs of the practicing natural therapist. With interviews, herbal discussions, something business and something clinical each week, you'll get the variety you need and enjoy to stay motivated in practice. Hello and welcome to Mentoring with Geraldine and the Bite Size Podcast. And I have got the amazing Ben Bellamy with me. And the reason I asked him to come in today is because he just made me the most amazingly beautiful website. And I've not told anyone about it. I only got it a fortnight ago now, Ben, something like that. And it is just beautiful. And everyone that I've showed it to, which hasn't been many people because I haven't really announced its conception, have all said, oh my God, that is so nice. Oh, that is beautiful. So Ben and his team are with the Shoutable agency. And so they work with small business owners and I guess large business owners too. But I mean, I'm a small business owner and he's in the UK, I'm in Australia, and he designs them, he builds them, and then he launches them. And he did all that techie stuff for me. So a couple of times he was like, can I have this code or something? And I was just like, no, I've actually lost it now. I can't do that. Computer might go out the window. You're going to have to figure that one out. And Ben very calmly just did everything that needed doing. And so now, if you want to see the most stunning website ever, it's called mentoringwithgeraldine.com. And it is my beautiful, beautiful website. So thank you, Ben, for creating my beautiful website. And tell us about what you do and the sort of people that you help. And my audience are newer practitioners. They're like myself. So naturopaths, nutritionists, herbalists. So they're in the healthcare industry and the natural healthcare industry, and they need websites. So kind of where do they start? Just start talking to us, Ben. You've got tons of info in that.
So firstly, thank you so much for having me on your podcast to talk to you today. I'm really excited to be here. So we help online business owners all over the world by designing, building and launching them websites which help them scale and turn their audience into clients. So we're really passionate about good websites because often people put a lot of effort into making really amazing social media. But then people forget that when people go to make a buying decision, they're then going from your social media onto your website, your sales page, your landing page, wherever it is. And then that's where they're actually going to think about it and then actually make the purchase. So if that's not set up for success, chances are you could be leaving money on the table, missing out on potential clients, missing out on potential sales. So we really love to work hard on getting that website right in order to basically make our clients more money.
Yeah, totally. I mean, because I've got all of my content, all the educational stuff on Podia, as you know. And so Podia has had to be like a backup website for me recently. And so when I talked to my ad guys today who do my Facebook advertising, because that's kind of something, that's a background thing that also makes me want to throw my computer out the window. So when I was talking to them today and I said, oh, I've got a new website. Oh, I've got a new website. And they had a look at it and he was just like, oh, wow, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And he's like, yeah, we're going to start using this. We're going to go away from the Podia site. It just, now that we've got this one, can you tidy this back better? Because of course my Podia stuff is on there. He's like, can you make that look better? Like the rest of the site. So I'll get you to have a look at my landing page because that is something you do as well for people. You make amazing landing pages as well. And so after this podcast, we're actually going to go into the group and we're going to talk in Strictly Education and Support all about the websites and landing pages and things like that. So if you're a member of that group, make sure that you go and follow up with the additional education we're about to have in there. But with my website and with other people's, what do you find? Because you said, people go make their buying decision. But what do you find when you first go and you look at someone's site, or if they haven't got anything, what are the things you need? What are the things you spot that always stand out and go,
we have really short attention spans as human beings, especially when we load a website. We have between literally 3 to 5 seconds when we make that initial decision and impression. And are we in the right place? Is this the right thing that's going to help me? Especially if we've been Googling and we've come from Google, because if we don't think this is the right website for us, we're immediately just going to backtrack and go to the next site. So we really have to make sure that we are set up for success. So one of the big things we always like to look at is having a bit of a brand bio and showing an image of the client at the very start of the homepage at the top, because typically this is the page that most likely people are going to see first because it's the homepage. And we really want to capture people's attention there, not only with a great image, but with a brand bio that actually tells them really clearly what the client does and how they can help and what problem do they solve. So I think oftentimes sometimes people feel like, right, I just need to put the name of my business right at the top of my website and that's it. I don't really have to do anything other. But I think it's about thinking, how does the customer view the site and how are you solving their problem? And also, how are you shouting about what you do? Because I think as business owners, we do not shout enough about how amazing we are and what we do. And I think there's quite a few good things that all come into having an amazing site. But I think definitely what we've learned over the years is having a really good, strong brand bio and some great imagery are definitely some of the best things that you could do.
Yeah, because even with the big brands, there's always someone on that brand. So, Apple, he's there in his black skivvy, whatever it is, and he's there, everybody's there. Even with these really, really big brands, they always have a face. So with our little brands, because we might have named our business, we still need a face. We still need, people still need to see you because they need to connect with you and they need to,
yes.
And even if there's other photos on there that aren't you, they're the photos that connect with your ideal client, aren't they?
And you're the face of your business, and people want to buy from people until you become this really big, enormous brand that we all possibly, maybe we don't all want to be that, but for some of us we do. But at the moment, people buy from people, and so they're going to want to relate to you. They're going to want to learn more about you, your story, and at the end of the day, you're the one that they're investing into. So it's so important to make sure that you are at the forefront of your brand and your website for people to connect with you.
Yeah, totally. To be able to, like the photos that you've chosen from my photo shoot, because I've used the same photographer 3 or 4 times now. And so we always have a bit of a laugh. So he's always taken a few photos that are a bit of a laugh. And those are the ones you've chosen to put on my site, which I don't mind at all. Obviously, I wouldn't have let them come out to the world if I didn't like them. But it's, it makes me realize that because I smile all the time and because I'm laughing all the time, that is what people are seeing. And that's also what they want to see about me, not just the serious sort of teachery side, which naturally very rarely comes out. Everything is done with a smile, but
yes.
They don't just want to see that one side. They want to see all of me, or not all of me. That would be that would be wrong. That they want to see all of what I have to offer, and they want to know what the outcome is at the end of it, because that's something that as natural therapists we always got wrong. It's only really in the last 5 or 6 years that we haven't just listed what we do on our website. And as I keep saying to people, some things are really self-explanatory. Acne is acne. But, some things aren't self-explanatory. And so people need to know, well, the end result of seeing me if you have acne is that you're going to have clear skin. Is that you're going to have the end result. It's not the problem. You treat the problem, but it's the end result that people want to know about. They want to know they're going to get clear skin. They've got eczema. Yeah, they've already got that. But they want to know that you're going to help clear it up. Their skin's going to be soft and beautiful or whatever at the end of it. And that's what so many of us forget in our industry when we just start saying, yeah, I work in that, I'll do that, I can do that. And the image, wow, I reckon you've so improved my image. My website's amazing, folks. You have to everybody go and look at my site, Mentoring with Geraldine, because you'll hear me in all the old podcasts saying GeraldineHeadley.com. And that is where all the training is held. But you can get to it through my new and beautiful website, mentoringwithgeraldine.com, which is way prettier. So who are some of the other people that you've created websites for, that like your coolest ones?
So we have loads of cool, amazing clients.
I bet you do.
Sorry,
I shouldn't make you pick. But when I was going through, I looked at your website earlier. And I thought, I recognize that person. I recognize that person. So I'm sort of like thinking, maybe you just pick a few, not your best ones, because obviously you would have picked me, but I picked me already. So just some of the people that you've worked with in different countries. How about we do that in different countries? So people get an idea of the differences. Get myself
got you. You've dug yourself out that hole. So one of our clients based in Telford in the UK is Teresa Heath-Waring. She's an online marketing expert. She hosts a very popular weekly podcast, a membership, and she does loads of great things for small and online business owners. One of our other clients is Mary Hyatt. She is based in Nashville in the US. She is very much a business and life coach, and it takes the kind of like holistic approach. She does a lot of work with anxiety, but also she loves to do that business coaching side as well. We also work with Ailish Lucas of the Glow Getter Collective. She's based in Manchester in the UK. She helps natural beauty brands move to 5K months and beyond and refine their process. And she does loads of great stuff for natural beauty brands. And we actually have a couple of exciting things coming. We're working with a client at the moment in Colorado who is they're a boho clothing brand that's just started. So I can't wait to show her amazing photos, because she had this stunning brand photography shoot on a beach with all her clothing. And it was just like really, really excellent. Wow. So we're working with loads of great people all over the UK, the US, and now Australia as well.
That's right. So hilariously, the first appointment Ben tried to book with me, I was like, no, that's like 4:00 in the morning. We can't do that. Time zones. But anyway, I am going to wrap this up because we are the Bite-Sized Podcast, but I really wanted to tell everybody and announce to the world that I've got my brand new website up there and it looks stunning. And thank you, Ben, for creating it for me. And
you're
Ben
so welcome.
Shoutable agency in the UK, and so I will put his link in the bio in the show notes so that you can check out his site and check out what he does. And if you're in Strictly Education and Sport, you can pop in there and he'll be doing some training. So obviously you'll be listening to this after the training, so just search it back and you'll be able to find it. So Ben, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate your time. And I'm so excited to show the world your amazing new website.
Thank you. Thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast for the weekly episodes. If you'd like even more support and learning, then the Academy is for you. Here you'll find part 2 of the herbal discussions, more clinical learning, and case studies to support your clients in practice. Bye for now.